Hello, I'm Jesús Quintana and this is my video about pelvis. This is a fundamental bony structure that forms the lower part of the trunk. Its main functions are to connect the axial skeleton with the lower limbs, support body weight, and protect vital organs such as the bladder, rectum, and in females the reproductive organs. It also plays a key role in human movement, serving as a stable base for posture, walking, and balance. Bones of the pelvis. The bony pelvis is made up of two hip bones, the sacrum and the coccyx. Each hip bone consists of three parts that fuse during adolescence. First, the ilium, the largest and uppermost portion of the hip bone. On its outer surface is the anterior superior iliac spine, an easily palpable landmark. The ilium articulates with the sacrum and at the sacroiliac joint, transferring the weight of the trunk to the lower limbs. Second is the ischium, forms the lower and posterior part of the hip bone that the ischial tuberosity bears that body's weight when sitting and serves as an attachment point for the hamstring muscles. Third, pubis, the anterior and inferior part of the hip bone. The two pubic bones join at the pubic symphysis, a cartilaginous joint that allows slight movement, which becomes important during childbirth. Together, these bones form a basin shaped cavity like this, called the pelvic cavity, divided into the greater pelvis and the lesser pelvis. The greater pelvis supports abdominal organs while the lesser pelvis houses the pelvic organs. Joints Joints of the pelvis. The pelvis includes several strong joints. The first is the sacroiliac joints between the sacrum and the ilium. These are synovial joints reinforced by strong ligaments that provide great stability. The second is the pubic symphysis connects the anterior parts of the two pubic bones through a fibrocartilaginous disc. And the third is the lumbosacral joint that links the fifth lumbar vertebra to the sacrum, transmitting the forces of the upper body to the pelvis. These joints allow only limited movement, prioritizing stability and weight transfer rather than flexibility. The muscles of the pelvis. Pelvic muscles are divided into two main groups, the pelvic wall muscles and the pelvic floor muscles. Pelvic wall, pelvic wall muscles, these include the piriformis and the obturator internus. Piriformis originates on the anterior surface of the sacrum and passes through the greater sciatic foramen to insert on the greater trochanter of the femur. It assists in external rotation and abduction of the thigh. Obturator internus covers the internal surface of the obturator foramen and also inserts on the greater trochanter, helping in lateral rotation of the hip. It helps to do this with the leg and the hip. Second, the pelvic floor muscles, eh, pelvic diaphragm. These muscles form a muscular hammock that supports the pelvic organs. They include levator ani, composed of three parts, the pubococcygeus, puborectalis, and iliococcygeus. This group maintains tone for urinary and fecal continence. The coccygeus, located behind the levator ani, reinforces the posterior portion of the pelvic floor. Together, these muscles help maintain intra-abdominal pressure and stabilize the pelvis and support the organs of the pelvic cavity. The biomechanical and clinical importance of these parts is that the pelvis acts as a structural bridge between the trunk and the lower limbs. It distributes the body's weight to the legs and absorbs forces that travel upward from the ground. Poor alignment or weakness of pelvic muscles can lead to lower back pain, postural imbalances, or pelvic floor disorders such as incontinence. This is common sometimes in pregnant women. In females, the pelvis is wider and more oval shaped to facilitate the childbirth, whereas in males, it is narrower and deeper, adapted for greater stability. In summary, the pelvis is not only a skeletal support structure but also a key region for balance, movement, and protection of internal organs. Its combination of bones, joints, and muscles makes it one of the most vital areas of the human body, linking stability with functional mobility.